I saw someone claim this statue in the new He-Man trailer is King Grayskull holding the Sword of Power. I can tell you they're wrong, because I saw the names for all the statues.
I will try and say here first, I have solved the name deciphers that we've seen earlier.
Awesome.
Yeah, what they are, and this confirms.
I've seen the evidence. I know what you're talking about.
And in this video, I show the process, so join me. Hello everyone, my name is Jukka Isokainen, and I'm still very excited about the recent Masters of the Universe movie trailer. It is an awesome time to be a He-Man fan, and once again, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jukka, and been a fan ever since I was a kid, and also been very fortunate to work on the brand officially. Written in Masters of the Universe books by Dark Horse, for board games by Archon, even got to do the Finnish voice dub for He-Man's grandfather, Miro, in the 2002 animated series. You can also find my interviews and articles over at the Battle Ram blog and He-Man.org websites. With over 30 million views on the trailer for Masters of the Universe movie from Amazon/MGM and Mattel Studios, there are a lot of people going over the scenes and speculating about the moments depicted in the trailer. I'm still working on my in-depth analysis and breakdown of the trailer, so I wanted to touch upon another small topic before that. I'm working on a lot of videos related to Masters of the Universe and the new movie, so remember to give a like and subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. I want to reach 10,000 subscribers by April, so it would be very helpful. If you haven't seen it yet, check out my video about He-Man's Sword of Power and the mysterious symbols on it and their meaning. So, about those statues in the trailer. We see the sorceress in her Zor the Falcon form flying on Eternia, going near the Royal Palace Eternos. In this image, there is a bridge that connects the palace to Castle Grayskull, and in the middle is a circular platform, like a middle ground meeting place. We see it in the trailer a few times, as the heroes land on this platform, and a shot from the other direction towards Castle Grayskull. We also see it bombarded by the Fright Fighters and Rotons. I was really delighted to see all these wonderful statues surrounding this platform. You guys know I'm a sucker for looking into cartoon scenes and comic panels to find references and Easter eggs, like statues of familiar characters. This shot where Marlena is running with a young Prince Adam and King Randor towards Castle Grayskull, we see that there are 6 statues. One of them is holding the Sword of Power, but interestingly it's the vintage toy design, and not the one that Adam has in the movie. Across that statue on the other side, another one holding a scepter. 2 statues look to be holding some small items in their hand. One is resting their hands on a sword, and the remaining one is not holding any object that I can see. While in the trailer it's harder to see, on the floor we have the map of Eternia, and around it are symbols and images. Now, some of you may remember I shared on my social media back in April 2025 a few behind-the-scenes shots from the Masters of the Universe film as they were filming it. They had these massive sets and props built for the entrance to Castle Grayskull and more. From that early footage, there is one shot that gives us a better view to the map of Eternia, and especially the symbols surrounding it. Now, the character illustrations already are really fascinating. You have the 2002 version of Zodak with a K. It's hard to see if he has the tattoos here, but his bigger gloves and staff indicate it is the 2002 version. And since already in the trailer we see that Bravato's design is seemingly inspired by the 2000X version, it might be that in the movie version the 2002 Zodak is the one that they have. It's also fun to see some She-Ra characters depicted. Netossa over here, and Perfuma, and Bo. The last character is holding a big snake, so I'm not sure who they are. Some fans theorized maybe King Hiss, and on the other side of that there is a fallen statue head covering the illustration, but there are what looks to be the tip of wings. So it might be the Sorceress, or maybe Swiftwind. Now at the time, I don't remember anyone having a theory about the symbols. They could have been just names corresponding to the characters, but as I have mentioned in my last video about the symbols on the power sword, we have a cipher key from the movie logo itself. Using that, I started looking at the symbols here, wanting to figure them out. This was a time when I only had this image and this image to go with. The longer trailer had not come out yet, so I didn't know there would be multiple statues. The only indication was this one with its head fallen off. As I started piecing the symbols, the shortest one immediately caught my attention, because I already had most of the letters, M, R, and I. So that was easy to see it would spell Miro. The next one was a bit curious. It had repeating symbols, which I didn't know what they were. So I pieced together the ones that I did know, E and A. It's in the game. The third one, again I could only piece in some of the letters, B, A, N, and R. The one following that was really a key moment for me. Since I already had the E and N here, but from the previously deduced name Miro, I now had the letter O, which fit very neatly here. At this point I was feeling very excited about piecing this puzzle, even if I might not be able to get all the letters. The second to last had one of the light posts obscuring it, so I wasn't sure if that might be my doom and I wouldn't be able to figure it out. So I could see there was a V and A, and that mysterious letter which was present in that earlier name too. But then I saw it, the little apostrophe, followed by V and A. The starting letter was D, as in Devon, the name that was invented during the Classics era and given to King Grayskull as a real name. From that I now had the letter D, so the earlier mystery name became Eddard. Now we're getting somewhere. At that point it was obvious that okay, the names were representing past kings, Miro and Grayskull in there, so the last name was a bit easier to deduce. Even if it also was obscured by objects, I could still see in the newly confirmed D, O, and R. And because the overall placement is close to Miro, it must be Randor. And the falling statue head was Randor's head. The few that were left were these two right here. And I could see they had that same letter on both, so I just needed to figure that letter out and it would help solve both at the same time. I considered things like Egdon and Vagnar, but then it hit me. In the Filmation She-Ra episode, we have one scene with portraits of past kings. One of them is called Eldon. So that gave me that name confirmed, and it means that this other name then is Valnar. I was very happy to figure this out. and so glad that it was using elements from the past media from Filmation cartoon. As I mentioned in the podcast, I had figured out the names and I was just excited about it. The longer trailer came roughly 7 hours after it.
When the one in the...
I may have the answer to that, but I definitely
You need more time.
just
Fair enough.
depending on the situation of these statues, I will try and say here first. I have solved the name deciphers that we've seen earlier.
Awesome.
Yep. What they are, and this confirms
I've seen the evidence. I know what you're talking about.
you're my witness.
Yeah.
I told it before the trailer ever came out, the full one.
That's right. You did it. Yeah, it was last night when you were doing that. You're like, hey, I figured it out.
And there we saw all these wonderful statues, and it was clear that they are the past kings of Eternian. And from that this one is King Randor here, who is holding the Sword of Power, and opposite him, Valnar with the Scepter Staff. King Grayskull statue is on Randor's right side, and the look on the statue's face is very reminiscent of Dolph Lundgren, who portrayed He-Man in the 1987 film, so it's very likely he will have some cameo in the film, possibly a flashback scene. The funny part, as I've been editing this video, that just in recent days Mattel has revealed the new toys for the movie, and on the packaging we see these Eternian symbols for the character names. Boy, that would be very helpful in my process on discovering these names, but all I had were these two shots to go on. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey of discovering these names and confirming who they are. I really enjoyed making this video, and as I've said, there are more coming out, so remember to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any of them. My name is Jukka, and I wish you good journey.